How do you silence your enemies without throwing a punch? You do the one thing they never expect. You stay quiet. You stay calm. They wait for chaos. They crave your reaction. But when you give them nothing, no rage, no tremble, no crack in your voice, you don't just win. You unmake them. Completely. They're conditioned to hear noise. To see anger. They thrive when you explode. When you break your own peace to match their dysfunction. But the one who holds his gaze, who doesn't flinch, who refuses to speak out of ego, he doesn't just outlast his enemies. He dissolves them, word by word, without saying a word. We've been conditioned to strike, to shout, to defend our ego in storms of insult. But true honor doesn't scream. It stands. It doesn't need to swing. It endures. Restraint is not cowardice. It is mastery. Seneca wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." So when slander spreads, when lies are whispered, when they try to bait you into battle, don't bark like a dog chasing shadows. Be the quiet force. The kind that changes everything without needing to be loud. Let them fear what they cannot hear. Strength without noise is what unhinges them. Your silence, when rooted in power, becomes something they cannot understand. They think you've submitted, but you've ascended. And that unnerves the small-hearted. They feed off drama, off your outrage. When you starve them of both, they wither. They lose grip. Eventually, they disappear. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." That's not a suggestion. That's a strategy. A way of war without weapons. You don't need to raise your voice or your fists. All you need is stillness that refuses to shatter, and when you walk through betrayal without breaking, when you survive venom with silence, those who tried to wound you, melt. They can't stand that you didn't scream, that you didn't break, because they thought your destruction would validate them. But it didn't. It embarrassed them. So the next time someone crosses you, don't explain. Don't argue. Don't perform. Let your silence carve the truth into the room. Let it settle like fog they can't run from. Speak only when silence has struck deeper than words ever could. Strong men don't destroy their enemies with chaos. They destroy them by becoming unshakable. The enemy doesn't know what to do when you grow beyond the reach of their games. When you thrive without them. When their betrayal becomes irrelevant. That's when you've already won. When they plot against you, they want to see the collapse. They want to witness the fall. They want the wound to define you. But when you rise in silence, when your success grows without noise, it confronts their smallness. It makes them question their own worth. Epictetus said, "If evil be spoken of you and it be true, correct yourself. If it be a lie, laugh at it." That's how we answer hate. Not with thunder. Not with protest. But with progress. Let your life respond. Let your results speak louder than their insults ever could. Lives so well that their slander becomes dust behind you. Grow so strong within that their hate can't penetrate. You don't even mention them. You don't need to. They already know. You simply keep climbing. And from below, they watch, confused, bitter, defeated. Your silence has weight. It starves their ego. And every time you refuse to react, you deny them power. Don't flinch. Don't respond. Don't give them the satisfaction. Seneca said, "You always have the option of having no opinion." And that right there is freedom. There's nothing more unsettling to the petty than a person who gives them nothing. No anger. No chase. Just silence and forward motion. If you want to dismantle your enemies, don't wrestle with them. Outgrow them. Let your growth humiliate their attempts to hold you back. The most brutal revenge isn't rage, it's evolution. Not loud. Not boastful. Just undeniable. Marcus Aurelius reminded us again. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. It's not revenge through rage. It's revenge through reinvention. So don't shout. Don't posture. Don't try to convince anyone. Just rise. Quietly. Powerfully. Your discipline will say what your words never need to. Your stillness will shake what their noise could never reach. That's how you silence a crowd. You outlast them. The higher you rise, the harder it is for them to breathe in your atmosphere. That's where they can't follow. That's where envy dies. Let them stay stuck. Let them feed each other lies. While you become untouchable. Let your silence echo above them. Don't feed their pride. Don't give them the bait. Every insult is a lure. Every attack is a plea for your attention. But if you deny them the prize, your peace, they starve. Starve them. Let them swing at air while you walk in purpose. Epictetus warned, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's your shield. Your indifference. Your composure. That's what they fear most. When their chaos doesn't move you. When your silence becomes louder than their hate. So don't argue. Don't explain. Just look at them, with calm, emotionless eyes, and walk on. Because once you stop reacting, you stop leaking power. You stop being their puppet. And they crumble. Because their game needs your energy, and you've taken it back. Let silence be your sword. Let self-mastery be your armor. And when they see you untouched, unbothered, unbreakable, they will know they never had a chance. If this spoke to your soul,